Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network. Here tonight, joining me in the booth is Roger Pierce. How you doing tonight, Roger?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, cannot complain. Out here at virtual Bristol Motor Speedway for the last race in the round of 8 to figure out our top 4 drivers heading into the Final 4 race to fight for a championship at Las Vegas here in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series. Let's pull up our pre-race info and see how it looks here for these drivers as they head into tonight's race. Presented by Sim Racer Hub. For all your league statistical needs, go to www.simracerhub.com. "77 degrees out there on the track tonight with an 81 track surface temperature, 57% humidity, partly cloudy with 2-mile-an-hour winds. They're going to be doing 150 laps around this half-mile track. Have a stage at lap 70 to award bonus points to the top 10. One faster pair, 65% fuel load. That's going to get them about 85 to 95 laps on a full fuel run. 4 sets of tires, and that's including the set of tires they qualify on. And the question on everyone's minds tonight is who will make up the Final 4 to fight for that championship here in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series presented by Sim Racer Hub. So, Roger, what do you think about tonight's race? What are you most looking forward to as they head off into this tonight?
Well, I jumped on this Southern Excitement Racing League about 3/4 way through the season. So what I've seen so far, Dakota Camper, Justin Michael, Dustin Matson, they're all very fast, and they all can wheel a truck. So the 3 of those for sure, they're going to be fighting for it. Bristol by itself, though, is very tricky. You kind of lose yourself within the track, so they're going to have to remember where their pit stalls are when it is time to pit.
Absolutely, yeah. And as you speak about fast, let's pull up the speed charts here. Justin Michael, the fastest here in practice with a 14.732. Dustin Matson in second has a 14.873. Cogswell is third with a 14.868, tied with Christopher Howell for that third spot with a 14.868 as well. Dakota Camper's in fifth with a 14.884. That's your top 5 there on the speed charts. As the checkered flag is getting ready to fly here in about 1 minute for practice. There are no cars out on the track at the moment. We have one truck down there on the apron. Like Matt Crockett may be out there on the track. Comes off of pit road. Let's just watch him for the rest of this practice here in that 5 machine. He's one of those drivers that's fighting to get into the Final 4. A little bit of an uphill battle for Matt Crockett in the final.
As you see, he just touched the apron just a little bit, and that's how much it takes to upset these trucks.
Absolutely, yeah. These drivers going to be fighting all night with that loose condition on corner exit, especially on cold tires. Joey Doucette in the chat says that there's something wrong with the broadcast. Let's check it out and make sure it's working properly here. He says you can't see anything. Looks like the issue has been resolved on its own, possibly a little bit of a delay. That is all working well as qualifying now underway. Drivers getting ready to leave pit road already. The 5 of Matt Crockett taking off. See if he's able to put up a very quick lap time here. Comes around, takes the green flag for his qualifying run. Comes across the line with a 15.649. See what he puts up for his second lap, a 15.5 flat. Justin Michael out on the track. Oh, is Justin Michael really loose? Able to save it, doesn't hit any walls. He's going to go back to pit road there. Jonathan Cogswell out on the track. Coming around, taking the green flag for his qualifying session. Crosses the line for his first lap. That's going to have to be a 15.598. A little bit of a diamond there in the corner. Goes up to the wall, cuts it back down low on exit. See what his second lap is. Second lap is a 14.963 as Justin Michael goes to the top spot with a 14.9 even. Devin Coate, newcomer to the Southern Excitement Racing League. First race here tonight. First lap is a 15.160 as he works on his second lap around now. Crosses the line. A 15.063 for that 8 machine. James McCanney coming around. Oh, as he hits the wall right there on corner exit. Green flag out for the 15 of McCanney. Looks like he's going to lock it down there. Possible qualifying is done. 15 of McCanney. Just waiting on another car to get back out on track. Or I'm sorry, a truck to get back out on track. Those of you tuning in tonight, we greatly appreciate it here at the Full Send Broadcast Network. Tonight we have the Southern Excitement Racing League presented by Sim Racer Hub. Looking at how these trucks are handling, Roger, what do you think about the handling on these things so far?
For a couple of these drivers, looks like it's a little bit loose on that high line, but others kind of have it on lock. Curious to see what Dakota Camper does here as he starts his warm-up lap.
Comes across the line to take the green. First lap in the books for the 3 machine goes to P2 with a 14.917. Let's see if he has anything better on his second lap here. A little bit of heat in the tires now. Crosses the line. Not going to better his second lap. Going to hang out with that 14.917. Christopher Howell comes across the line. Let's see what he does here. Takes the green flag. Right up against that wall. Don't know if he touched it or not. First lap's going to be a 15.194. See if his second lap's any better. It is not. John J. McIntyre out on the track goes to P6 with a 15.356. Dustin Matson out here now takes the green flag.
Cool looking scheme on that truck.
Blue and black red scheme with Makita on the hood. Crosses the line for his first lap. Puts him up to P3 with a 14.952. Oh, hard hitting the wall. Coming out of 4, gonna wad it up on the inside wall. His qualifying session is over for that 6 machine of Dustin Matson. That was the last truck to go out to qualify. He's going to be P3 with that 14.952.
Just like that, though, it just shows you at Bristol, anything can happen.
Yeah, especially on corner exit in these trucks, it feels like the truck can be really good and solid underneath you. And then all of a sudden, when the track goes from that high banking to the minimal banking that it has on the straightaways, the truck just loses all mechanical grip and it can just snap around on you.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see when these guys are side by side how these trucks are going to react.
Yeah, right now the only truck that has not taken a time is the 15 of James McCanney. But we've seen there he had gotten into the wall, possibly on both of his laps. That will void both of his laps. So as of right now, every truck has taken a time out there, or taken a lap, I should say. Now we're just waiting on the timer to run out here with about 2.5 minutes left.
It's not a bad thing, though, to start in the back here. Kind of want to play this not as a super speedway, but if you start in the back, there may be a little strategy in play. So curious to see what that 15 is going to do.
Yeah, that is a possible strategy here. Got Kelly Poynor in the chat saying he wishes he could be here tonight. Definitely miss you out there on the track, Poynor, and I hope to see you out there again shortly. And out
Got
there,
any picks for this race?
Oh, I don't know, man. It would be too close to call for me to pick a favorite. But the one thing that I do got to say, though, is out there on the track tonight, we have 7 of our 8 playoff drivers in the field. So it's definitely going to be close for some of these guys to try to make up points. As of right now, when the green flag drops, Justin Michael, Dakota Camper, Dustin Matson, and Jonathan Cogswell are your top 4. Not just in the speed chart standings here in qualifying, but also in the points.
That should make some exciting racing then.
About 15 seconds left in qualifying. As soon as it ends, we'll bring you the official starting lineup here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. In the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series presented by Sim Racer Hub. All your sim racing statistical needs, go to www.simracerhub.com. They'll get you fixed up. All you do is upload your race results from iRacing into their website, and it will automatically apply points and position them where they need to be and keep track of all the stats and points you need to run your league. Go check them out, simracerhub.com. As the field begins to grid, let's put up our official starting lineup here presented by Sim Racer Hub. Justin Michael on the pole with that 14.900. Dakota Camper outside of him in that 3 machine in second place. Third is Dustin Matson. Fourth, Jonathan Cogswell. Fifth, Devin Coate in his first start. Sixth is Christopher Howell. Seventh, John J. McIntyre. Eighth, Matt Crockett. Ninth, James McCanney. That's your starting lineup here tonight in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series presented by Sim Racer Hub. as the field is gridding out here on pit road. Field is fully gridded now. We're getting ready to roll off pit road and get this 150 lap race. Last race in the round of 8 to decide our final 4, heading into the final race of the season to fight for a championship. As the field rolls off pit road, they're going to double them up and get after it here at the world's fastest half mile, Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I love this track, so I'm very excited to see what these trucks are going to do tonight and what these drivers are going to do.
Yeah, you definitely have the track experience here at Bristol after running a 500 lap race here one night in the 1987 cars.
Oh, yeah, we're going to bring that one up. Yeah, that was to be honest, I learned a lot that night. It didn't matter what kind of car. I just learned a lot about the track and what the track normally is, what it's going to do as the night goes on. So I expect this track to tighten up just a little bit. And I know these drivers are very capable of it. This is one of my favorite tracks. So very excited to be here in the broadcast booth with you and call this one.
Yeah, as the field works their way into turn 3, the pace truck getting ready to peel off here. Justin Michael, Dakota Camper on the front row. We're ready to go green here. Pace truck pulls off. Green flag is out here at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series presented by Sim Racer Hub. Justin Michael, fantastic start, going to be able to clear the 3 of Dakota Camper into turn 3 here. Majority of the field already single file, a little bit of 2 wide back here with Devin Coate, Jonathan Cogswell, and John McIntyre. Devin Coate electing to run that low line. Looks like he's going to slide up and get in that high lane there. And that's going to put the entire field single file as the 5 of Matt Crockett. Looks like he might have gotten the wall a little bit right there. I don't see any damage on that 5 machine with the 15 of James McCanney trying to get around him for that 8th spot. Back up front, though, Dakota Camper trying to run down the 87 of Justin Michael.
That 5 of Matt Crockett electing to run the very high line here. And he's coming out a little bit more now, but at the beginning he was riding right up against that wall, which it's a really good runoff in the corner, but it can make you hit the wall if you're not prepared for it.
Yeah, it's I expect these drivers to be up there late in the race, but this early in the race, I don't anticipate them being up there up against the wall. Just like you said, to save that fast repair, keep the truck as clean as possible. And later in the race, though, we may see them start going up there, playing with that outside wall, a little on that knife edge type of feeling. We have a battle forming here for second place between Dakota Camper and the 6 of Dustin Matson.
Yeah, Matson's trying to feel out that middle groove here, seeing if he can get a runoff with it. He's got a really good runoff of 3 and 4, so see if he'll use that to his advantage.
Dustin Matson to the inside of Camper for the second spot here. Dustin Matson going to make the pass. Takes over the second spot from Dakota Camper. Dakota Camper gives him a little bit of a push, look like, into turn 3.
Yeah, I mean, it was a clean pass, but pretty early on. Maybe just showing a little bit of frustration there, like, why can't we just ride along here for a minute?
We are now on lap 12 of scheduled 150 laps here tonight. Stage will end at lap 70. At the completion of lap 70, they're going to award bonus points to the top 10. Or I guess the entire field, being that there's 9 of them here tonight. With 10 points going to the stage winner, all the way down to 2 points to 9th place. They will not throw a caution for it, but they will award those bonus points. The only way a caution will come out is if it occurs naturally there towards the end of the stage. A little bit of a battle going on here between Cogswell and Coat for that 4th spot. I'm going back and forth here a little bit. Two of McIntyre trying to get into it as well.
Yeah, that 8 truck's got a little bit of speed to him. Very curious to see. I know this is his first race, so curious to see what he's going to end up doing, but he seems pretty fast.
Back up front here, Justin Michael out to over a 1 second lead over Dustin Matson in the 6.
Stay cool, calm, collected, hit your marks, and just drive your truck. That's pretty much within his mindset right now. He's coming up on some lapped cars already, though. He's going to start lapping some people, what it looks like.
Yeah, you see, he is actually stretching it out just a little bit over Dustin Matson right there. If you look here from this view, Justin Michael heading into turn 3. Don't see the lap truck just yet. We will see them probably here in this corner. See the 2 trucks back there. That's the 5 of Crockett and the 15 of McCanney in the crosshairs. In the danger zone of going 1 lap down early in this race.
"22 laps in. That's pretty quick."
Extremely quick, as you see right here. Michael working on the 5 of Crockett right now, putting him 1 lap down. Going to make easy work of Crockett. Now he sets his sights on McCanney. Down the front stretch, McCanney's going to go 1 lap down.
That 87's got another gear. He is moving.
Yeah, he's almost a 1.5 seconds ahead of Matson right now. A little bit of a battle shaping up here for the 4th place here. You got Coat, McIntyre, and Cogswell. Main battle right now, though, between McIntyre and Cogswell for that 5th spot.
Yeah, I think Cogswell's going to make a move on the inside here if he can get a run.
Yeah, it's these 3 drivers here have been at it all night so far. All 27 laps that they've completed now. There you see McIntyre with a run on Devin Coat. To get to his inside and make... Oh, almost makes the... Oh, going to slide up and force himself clear. And now that's going to bring Christopher Howell into the mix. We have a 4-way battle here. Oh, as Coat gets put in the wall.
Damage there on the right rear.
Whole right side of that truck flattened. If I was the driver of that 8 truck right there, I would not be happy at the moment.
Yeah, Cogswell's still trying to work on him, but I think Coat's on a mission now.
right now that some of these drivers working through lap traffic. Evan Coate, Jonathan Cogswell here duking it out as they go around Crockett and McCanny.
I'm reading the comments here, and Tyler Humphrey saying that Coach trying to get some seat time in before the SERL Cup Series start.
Yeah, that starts up later this month here in the Southern Excitement Racing League. It will start almost directly after their next gen season ends tomorrow night. Justin Michael out to a 2.3 second lead over Dustin Matson. Really setting his sights out there. He's now looking at Crockett and McCanny once again. Going to be putting them two laps down now. He made his way back around to these two trucks really quick.
Yes, he did. You know who Justin Michael's driving like right now? For me?
Who's that?
Trevor Robertson at Bristol.
Yeah, Trevor Robertson, he really loves Bristol Motor Speedway, and he just has a knack for it. Just like Justin Michael here, who just kind of becomes one with the track and just really kind of, I don't know the word for it, but it just suits his driving style really nicely.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I came on, he was a high line driver, and this is definitely one of those tracks that the high line is going to rule all. So
now
it definitely suits him.
Now, if you look right here, Justin Michael going to be putting Devin Coate in the 8 a lap down here with McIntyre right in front of him now, along with Cogswell. He's about to put 3 more drivers a lap down here. Oh, as he has a huge run on the 2 of McIntyre. That's going to force him to go to the inside line for the first time all night. And you see right there, he does not have the speed hardly to make the pass, as he will finally get the clear right there on the 2 machine.
Yeah, I don't think he's a little too happy right there, as the 2 makes him go to the bottom side.
Now he has gone and put the 27 of Cogswell a lap down as well. That's going to leave 4 trucks on the lead lap here on lap 44 out of 150. Still has a little bit of clear track in front of him to get to the 18 of Howell, but not much clean track to get to Howell though.
No, he is just setting sail right now, and he is one with the track. He just said earlier, he is flowing, smooth driving, just hitting his marks.
Cogswell and McIntyre 1 lap down, really still battling it out. But here comes the 3 of Camper and the 6 of Matson. Dakota Camper able to get around the 6 of Matson here recently.
Yeah, I definitely watched that too in 27. That might get interesting a little bit later on.
Some of these drivers just trying to get through the night to make it to Vegas with a chance to fight for a championship.
That's a fun track.
Especially in these trucks, it is a blast.
Oh, is the 2 of Coke got in the wall right there.
Justin Michael not making really any gains on the 18 of Christopher Howell. Christopher Howell right here just passing the start finish line. And now we look at the 87 of Michael. He is just now crossing the line. So he's about half a track behind the 18 of Christopher Howell.
He started to like to go into the low line as well.
Dustin Madsen finally able to get around that lap traffic. Now trying to set his sights back on the 3 of Dakota Camper there to try to take back the second spot. What do you say we do a little bit of a full send, fire it up for the people tuning in here tonight?
So let's do it.
As we are nearing the end of the stage here, Dakota Camper has run down your leader, Justin Michael, looking to get a stage win here to solidify his chances of making it to the Final Four at Las Vegas.
Yeah, I don't know if that battle with the 2 of McIntyre might have ate up Justin Michael's tires more than he wanted, because Dakota Camper came with a lot of speed there, caught up very quickly.
Yeah, it's almost like Dakota Camper found that 5th gear that Michael has had all race long, coming to 1 to go in the stage. White flag is out for the stage here. Going for the bonus points. Will Camper force the issue? Tries to get to the bumper. Couldn't get there in time. Hits the wall. Justin Michael wins the stage here tonight. Gets an extra 10 bonus points, solidifying his spot into the final four. Dakota Camper in the 3. You see the damage right there on the right side of that truck. It's not detrimental to it, but it surely cannot help the handling on that machine.
No, this is such a short track that aerodynamics don't really matter here, the aero, but it will affect it with the handling.
There you see Justin Michael stretching it out to almost a 1 second lead again. But here comes Dakota Camper trying to make some more headway again to get back to the back bumper of the 87.
I don't know if you saw this or not, but the leader, Justin Michael, has a little bit of right front damage.
He does. I wonder if he got into the wall ever so slightly to create that. A little bit of right rear damage too.
Have to keep an eye on that.
You see the two different lines these drivers are running. The 87 of Michael runs that middle to high lane. Dakota Camper staying on the low line there. Christopher Howell now in the danger zone of going a lap down. As we are getting close to green flag stops here tonight. Gonna put up our pit lane. As you see, Devin Coate is on pit road, possibly doing his one stop for the night. Here comes the 3 of Camper. As we called it out, they started coming down. Got to make you wonder, is the 87 of Justin Michael making any mistakes by not coming in right now, allowing Dakota Camper to get them fresh tires?
Not sure. Only 3 trucks have not pit yet, from what I can tell. Oh, save it! Wow! Justin Michael wound it going into the pits and saved it. Do they have to go through both pits here, or just the one? That might cost the 87. He went through both pits.
Yeah, it's a single pit road tonight. They have to treat both pit roads as one under green flag. And as Justin Michael, you see him come out of the pits right there. That's going to put Dustin Madsen, who is currently on pit road. Okay, so Justin Michael is still going to have the lead here. Jonathan Cogswell with an interesting strategy. He pitted on lap 57 and got that truck serviced. Possibly trying to make it off of an early pit stop. But not going to work out in his favor, though, being that he is only 1 lap down. And as soon as our leader, Christopher Howell, comes down pit road, that's going to allow him to be back on the lead lap in second place. But having that many laps on his tires compared to these other drivers like Michael and Madsen, I don't think he has much of a chance to get up to the front there and win this thing tonight.
I was watching Devin Coate, and Justin Michael came up on him, and Michael barely clipped the apron and saved that truck. He was sideways.
So as we see the 18 of Howell coming down pit road, that's going to cycle 87 of Michael back to the lead once he comes around Howell twice. Now I see up here that Dakota Camper had an issue, looks like, on pit road. Let's go back and see if we can figure out what happened there. There you see Camper coming off the pit road. Oh yeah, he got a little loose on corner entry. Oh yeah, really sideways down the backstretch, able to lock it down and not hit any walls. Good saving on his part. Tough break for the 3 machine, as that's going to hurt the rest of his race tonight. 87 of Michael looked like he came up, maybe trying to tell the number 8 of Devin Coate something. Not sure what that was about. But Justin Michael is cycled around to your leader right now. We're working on lap 92 of scheduled 150. We still have 4 trucks on the lead lap. Justin Michael with a 3-second lead over Dustin Madsen.
Yeah, but Michael looks like he's sliding the tires a lot more than he was in the first run, so I'm going to be curious to see how fast they run him down.
So in theory, these guys, look like Michael just hit the wall there. He did. The whole right side of that 87 machine is flat now. He is definitely having an issue out of that 87 machine. Let's go right along with him for a couple of laps. Definitely fighting the steering wheel on corner entry.
And that truck is really loose going into the corner. So he's sliding the rear tires more than he wants to.
Yeah, that truck is just not handling the way he wants it to right now for sure.
Still has a fast repair though, so keep that in mind.
Jonathan Cogswell, who pitted last on lap 57, currently running in the 4th spot.
I think they'll have to pit one more time.
Yeah, he might have short pitted a little too early in that 27 machine.
Definitely be curious to see how this plays out.
John McIntyre in the 2 machine is the first truck 1 lap down in 5th. Currently riding right behind the 3 of Dakota Camper. Dustin Madsen in the 2nd spot right now in that 6 machine. Losing a little bit of ground to the 87 of Michael. Let's pull up the lap time history between the 2. There you see it. Justin Michael fast 3 previous laps, but the last 2 laps, they were just about dead even. As Cogswell comes down pit road, that's going to leave 3 trucks on the lead lap. Matt Crockett down pit road as well. Justin Michael with a clear track in front of him. Christopher Howell in the crosshairs. In danger of going 2 laps down here tonight. There's Dakota Camper, the last truck on the lead lap in the 3rd spot.
Some of these drivers are giving me anxiety watching them run that high line.
One of them being that 87 of Justin Michael. He's really up against it now. So close. At one point, they have knocked all the rubber marble, all the little loose marbles away from the wall right there in that spot. And the same on turns 3 and 4.
With just a loose truck like that, I don't know if that's a wise strategy, because that right rear just taps it just a little bit, he could lose that truck.
Well, I mean, you got to look at it like this, though. If he does end up hitting the wall, running that high lane, you don't have very far to go, so you have less chance of critical damage to your truck. It's not like you're going to be backing it into the wall at 120 miles an hour with the back bumper. You're just going to be dragging that right rear quarter panel on.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's a suction cup factor, though. Once it hits that wall, it's going to suck you right up. I don't know. I hope we don't see it, but...
Justin Michael in the 87 losing time now to the 6 of Dustin Madsen. Could this be setting up to be a very late race pass here? Definitely setting up to be a late race battle if Dustin Madsen can catch up to the 87 of Michael.
It'll be close. Looking at the relative here.
Let's put up the battle box here between Michael and Madsen. You'll see it down there on the bottom right-hand corner. You'll see the time difference between the two. Oh, as Michael gets back in the wall a little bit right there. Pick up the lap time history. Dustin Madsen has been faster the 5 previous laps by at least a tenth and a half per lap. Michael losing the handling on that 87. That time by Madsen was almost 3/10 faster. That lead shrinking very fast to the 6 of Dustin Madsen.
Yeah, look at that line that Madsen's running compared to Michael, too. Running that middle low lane.
Definitely has the speed in that truck. There's only a 1 lap difference in between the tires on these 2 trucks. Michael pitted on lap 81. Madsen pitted on lap 82. Less than a second now separates Madsen from Michael. Could Madsen really come out of this thing late in the race and pull the checkered flag off to really put his mark on the final 4 here heading into Las Vegas? Having the momentum. He is
that run off the corner.
Yeah, he is within half a second now.
I think Justin Michael just had a little bit too much damage, and that truck's a little too free for him right now. That 6 is catching pretty fast.
Madsen to the bumper now, really trying to take over this lead. with 27 laps to go. These last 26 laps now coming up to be 26 laps is going to fly by here. Dustin Madsen to the inside of Michael. Michael, hardly anything he can do. Madsen not clear just yet. Going to clear himself here into 3 and 4. New leader, the 6 of Dustin Madsen.
What a charge to the front by Madsen.
Yeah, he definitely put the running shoes on today. He's up 2 positions. He started in 3rd. No cautions here tonight so far.
I'm a little bit surprised. I know it's kind of a small field, but still, I'm a little bit surprised.
The night is still young here. Madsen comes around to complete lap 128. Setting sail over Justin Michael. 3 trucks on the lead lap. Those are Madsen, Michael, and Camper.
That 8 truck is not wanting to give up that lap.
These drivers not wanting to give up at all. Even on a bad night, you still don't want to give up any more speed than you have to. Madsen comes around to complete lap 131 of 150 here tonight. Let's give you a quick rundown through the field as they run. Dustin Madsen, your leader, charging up to the front here late in the race. Justin Michael, after getting in the wall a couple of times, has lost the handling on that 87 truck. He's currently in 2nd. 3rd is the 3 machine of Dakota Camper. A little bit of an issue coming off of pit road under green flag stops. He has rebounded up to 3rd place now. In 4th, we have Christopher Howell in the 18 machine. Haven't talked about him much all night. Stayed out longer than everybody else. Led a couple of laps. He's currently running in the 4th spot. In 5th, we have the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. Not having the speed out of that 27 machine I think he would be hoping for. Overall, I think he's pretty much solidly locked into the Final 4 here, heading into the playoffs. The 2 machine of John J. McIntyre coming down pit road. He's going to lose a spot, fall down to 7th. Devin Coate in his first start here tonight in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series.
Sorry about that. Cogswell hit the wall and almost hit Madsen.
Devin Coate, though, in the 8 machine, first start here in the Truck Series in Southern Excitement Racing League. He's currently running in the 6th spot. And 8th is the 15 of James McCann. He hasn't had the speed out of that 15 truck all night long. And last spot in the field and 9th is Matt Crockett in the 5 machine. Go back up here to the front as we are approaching 10 laps to go here at the line. Dustin Madsen, your leader by almost 3 seconds over Justin Michael.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that Cogswell and Madsen almost got into it, so I thought we were going to see our first caution. I think it's smooth sailing for that 6 of Dustin Madsen at this point. Just hit his marks.
Yeah, he's just out there riding along right now, steadily stretching out that lead as he approaches the 3-second mark on a lead over Justin Michael in the 87. And barring any issues out of your top three here tonight right now, looks like we'll be talking to Camper, Michael, and Madsen as your podium finishers here tonight. As they come around, 6 laps to go for the 6 machine of Madsen.
So if Howell finishes above Cogswell, does he beat out Cogswell, or
no?
Cogswell's still in it? No.
Christopher Howell's too far back in points to be able to just finish one place ahead and make it in.
Okay.
5 laps to go here tonight. Laps counting down quickly. Make that 4 laps to go here in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series, presented by Sim Racer Hub. All your sim racing needs, go check them out at www.simracerhub.com. They'll get you fixed up, upload your race results from your league race, and they'll keep track of the points and stats for you. Check them out and they'll fix you up. Dustin Madsen coming around, taking the 2 lap to go signal from the flag man. Next time by is the white flag. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go here in the Southern Excitement Racing League, presented by Sim Racer Hub here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. Those of you tuned in tonight, we greatly appreciate it here. From Bristol Motor Speedway, Dustin Madsen wins the last race in the round of 8. He is now making it to the Final 4 to fight for a championship at Las Vegas next weekend.
Yeah, Vegas is a very exciting track. As you know, I love that track. 3 and 4, it just depends on what line you want, but if you take that high line, you get a great run off of the top. So it'll be very exciting to see that finish.
Dustin Madsen working his way around to do a little burnout for those of you tuning in. Dakota Camper coming up to give him a little congratulatory bump. These trucks sometimes don't have the proper horsepower to do a burnout. Got to get a little bit of a running start at it. Like he's going to do the Polish victory lap here. As he does his victory lap, let's bring you the official finishing order here tonight in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series, presented by Sim Racer Hub. Your winner is Dustin Madsen in the 6. Justin Michael finishes 2nd. 3rd, Dakota Camper. 4th, Christopher Howell. 5th, Jonathan Cogswell. 6th is Devin Coate. 7th, John McIntyre. 8th was James McCanny, and 9th, Matt Crockett. That's your official finishing order here tonight in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series, presented by Sim Racer Hub. Your top 4 heading into Las Vegas fighting for a championship is going to be Dustin Madsen, Justin Michael, Dakota Camper, and Jonathan Cogswell. Now he gets to do a little bit of a burnout here. Why don't we get our top 3 guys in here and talk to them for a moment? Starting off, Mr. Dakota Camper.
Yeah.
Hey there, Dakota Camper. You got a copy?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, man, not much. Man, congrats on bringing it home in 3rd. Good recovery after you had that little incident after green flag stops. Walk us through how that race went for you and ultimately bringing it home in third.
Yeah, I was real fast. I think I was faster on the long run than I was expecting to be. Felt like I was burning the right front tire up, and I figured I would try to go down to the bottom line and figure that out. And started pulling me back up to the front. I got by Dustin. I got got up to Justin for the end of the stage, and then tightened up out of the corner and hit the wall. So that gave me a 2X at the end of the stage there. But took our pit stop, came back out. I went back to the bottom line, and I guess it was just looser down the bottom, and it was way looser than I was expecting because by the time that I had went down there the first run, my car had already tightened up. So when I went down there on the second run, I just went in there. I think maybe my brake bias was too low, and I hit the brakes, and it just sent it around. But had a fast car. I think I would have come out in the lead after that pit sequence, but just didn't really have a chance to challenge those guys after that. I was too far behind.
Yeah. And I got to say first, though, congratulations on making it to the Final Four. Going to be fighting for a championship in Las Vegas. How do you feel about going out there to end the season here in the Truck Series?
I know Justin Michael's very good at Las Vegas. Of course, Dustin's good everywhere we go. So we're going to give it our best effort. I think Cogswell is probably going to be in there as well. He's extremely good, too, at a lot of these places. So we're gonna have a fight on our hands, that's for sure. But was able to make the Final Four in the SERL Super Speedway Series, the Truck Series, and the Next Gen Series. So that in and of itself is a pretty cool accomplishment. But we're going to be looking forward to over the next couple of weeks running for several different championships, and hopefully we can at least take one of them away. And hopefully it's a back-to-back Truck Series championship.
Yeah, Roger, you have any questions for Dakota here?
Oh man, exciting watching you guys race. You guys put on a heck of a show, and excited for Vegas.
Yeah, we tried to make it a show there at the end of the stage. I needed a couple more laps. I couldn't get around him.
Well, looking ahead though, speaking of the Next Gen Series, how do you feel about your chances here tomorrow night live on the Full Send Broadcast Network in the Southern Excitement Racing League Next Gen Series? How do you feel about going out there fighting for a championship tomorrow night?
I think it's going to be similar to this race, actually. I think there's not going to be a lot of cautions. I think it's going to be, everybody running the top line, and then hopefully, some people are going to try and find speed in the bottom lane. So it's just going to be, whichever lane prevails and who can work both lanes to get through traffic. I think we got a decent shot at it, but, I think Dustin's extremely quick. Andrew's fast. But, I'm looking forward to it. I think we got a decent chance.
All right. Well, you have any shout-outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people watching tonight?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout-out to Unchained Motorcycle Ministry. They do phenomenal work right here at Bristol Motor Speedway. This is my hometown track. Don't live but about 15 minutes from the Speedway, and Unchained does a lot of work right around this region. Also, the Gathering Place Church, we started a YouTube page, so we're going live every Sunday morning. If anybody wants to check that out, we'll be having them on the car tomorrow night for the first time. Big shout out to you guys, my teammates. I think we got another 1, 2, 3, 4 finish tonight. We've had several this year, and my fellow admins of this series. Appreciate all of them for all their hard work.
Well, much appreciated, Dakota, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you again next week here from Las Vegas in the trucks, and we'll see you again tomorrow night, man, and have a good night.
Yeah, I hope you're talking to me in Victory Lane tomorrow night for that championship.
All right, man. Have a good night.
See ya.
And that was Dakota Camper, your third place finisher tonight out here in the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series presented by Sim Racer Hub. Making it to the Final Four next Saturday night to fight for a championship at Las Vegas. Let's bring in our second place finisher here tonight, Mr. Justin Michael. Hey there, Justin Michael. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, congrats on bringing it home in second there tonight. Looked like you were having a little bit of a handling issue there in that second stint after pit stops. Walk us through how that race went for you and ultimately bringing it home in second place.
Yeah, first half was really good. In the second half there, I hit the wall, got some damage, and it never handled right ever since then. And I mean, we'll take second. I never expected to win this race anyway. I'm not that good here.
But you could have fooled us with the lead that you had built up and all that. And another thing I got to say to you is congratulations on making it to the Final Four. Going to be fighting for a championship next Saturday night at Las Vegas. How do you feel about going into Vegas with your chances to bring home the trophy?
It's one of my favorite tracks, so it hopefully will be a good show for us, and we'll be able to take it home. So next week should be really good, really fun.
Yeah, and looking ahead to tomorrow night also, I believe you're in the Final Four tomorrow night. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And not that I'm aware of. No, unless something happened that I don't know about.
Okay, that's right. You had missed a couple of races. I had forgot about that. But Roger, you have any questions for Justin?
Yeah, man. Just seemed like them tires were squealing and whining a little bit more than you wanted to. How'd you counteract that? Because you still had speed after you hit the wall.
Yeah, for a couple laps there, it actually handled better, and then and then it just went downhill from there. So right front was completely shot. After that, just pushed way too hard. So we just kind of had to back it down and just finish, with no more damage.
Well, do you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people watching tonight?
Yeah, if anybody's looking for a paint, make sure you're looking for Scott over Patent Paints for any paints you want. He's a good guy, so definitely check him out.
All right, man. Well, much appreciated. And once again, congrats on bringing it home in second and making it to the Final Four to battle for a championship at Las Vegas next Saturday night. And maybe we'll get to talk to you again next week.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you then.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
And that was Justin Michael, your second place finisher in that 87 machine. Now let's get to our tongue-tied. Race winner, Dustin Matson in the 6 machine. Hey, Dustin Matson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Hey, man, congrats on bringing home the win tonight. Kind of a little bit of found a 5th gear possibly to run down Justin Michael and blew by him. And once you got clear of him, you set sail. Walk us through how that race went for you and ultimately making it to the Final Four, fighting for a championship next Saturday night at Las Vegas.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm really not quite sure what happened. I just, I think, honestly, I just stopped trying so hard. I spent most of that race kind of just like searching around for different lines. And, at one point, Dakota got past me running the bottom lane, and he seemed to be making some time there. But I tried it, and it didn't work for me. But then, after that pit cycle, I came out, and, I kind of at that point was like, well, I'm pretty much in a bubble here in second place. So I might as well just play around with some different lines and see how the truck feels. And I kind of just found something there with what I was running, and I kind of just noticed I was eating into Justin's time there a little bit, and so I just stuck with it.
Yeah. Looking ahead to next weekend, going to Las Vegas, how do you feel about going out there and fighting for a championship?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Las Vegas it isn't one of my favorite mile and a halves that as far as all those kind of cookie cutter style tracks, but it should be fun. I mean, I think Las Vegas definitely does have a little bit of tire wear, especially on the right front, so hopefully that kind of comes into play, and hopefully we get some long green flag runs in that race as well. I mean, it's kind of amazing to be able to run an entire race at Bristol with no yellows, so hopefully get more of that next week.
Yeah, Roger, you have any questions for Dustin?
No, man. Just like Jacob said, it seems like you found a 5th gear, so it was really exciting to watch you, especially catch him and try to pass him. I thought that was going to be the most interesting part. I did actually. You and Jonathan Cogswell. Did you guys get into each other?
No, I don't think so.
It was at the end there, yeah.
Yeah, we were on completely different tire cycles, and I basically just kind of held the bottom and kind of just let him run the top so he can get past me. But it kind of took him a few corners to finally make the pass. I'm not really quite sure why that was, but yeah, I was just holding the bottom there. That way he can kind of get the run off and hopefully clear me.
Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people watching tonight?
Yeah, just shout out to the SERL for putting this on, and obviously for you guys for broadcasting, and obviously our sponsor for the league, Sim Racer Hub, keeps up with all our stats and all that. So our season's almost over, and y'all been killing it the whole time. So thank you all for putting us on the internet.
Much appreciated, man. And once again, congrats on bringing home the checkered flag here tonight at Bristol and solidifying your spot in the Final Four to fight for a championship next weekend. And hopefully we'll get to talk to you next weekend again. And we'll see you then, man. And have a good night.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see you later.
All right. And that was Dustin Matson, your race winner, bringing home the checkered flag in that 6 machine. Coming up here on the Full Send Broadcast Network, February 19th, the day before the real Daytona 500, we have the prelude to the 500 going to be broadcasted live. It's going to be put on by Ron Morris Racing. I believe it's $500 to win with a $25 entry fee. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and know when we go live to see it. And also coming up, just announced today, Full Send Motorsports putting on another one-off race on February 25th. It's a $10 entry fee with $400 to win at the moment. We still have a couple of sponsors that we're talking to, possibly going to be $500 to win, with $175 going to second and $75 going to third. And the race winner also gets a custom-made trophy for the event. It's going to be live here on the Full Send Broadcast Network at about 7:55 Eastern Time on February 25th. Let's bring you the official finishing order one more time before we sign off here. Dustin Matson, your winner. Justin Michael in second. Third, Dakota Camper. Fourth, Christopher Howell. Fifth is Jonathan Cogswell. Sixth, Devin Coate. Seventh was John J. McIntyre. Eighth, James McKinney. Rounding out the field in ninth was the 5 machine of Matt Crockett. That's your official finishing order presented by Sim Racer Hub. Go check them out at www.simracerhub.com. We will see you here again tomorrow night here on the Full Send Broadcast Network to bring you the Final Four race. Last race of the season in the Southern Excitement Racing League Next Gen Series to crown their champion. Can't wait to see you there tomorrow night. Roger Pierce, I'm Jacob, signing off for the Full Send Broadcast Network. We will see you next time, and we can't wait to see you go full send.